Hey folks, hope you're doing well today. Say I wanted to do a little deeper dive on Basecamp and Gaia and also Google Earth Pro. Now, what I wanted to show is where uh, Basecamp has roads, Gaia does not, and Google Earth Pro does as well. And I'll explain that or show you that here if I simply change this to transparent, this route that I did last time. We definitely know that there's something here, right? You can see it. And if we go to Gaia, we can see that this is the same area. There's nothing there. Now this does cross over into private property. So that may be why, but if we go to Google Earth Pro, I can see clearly that there is something there. Now, whether there's gates here or not, I don't know. We can always, that's the advantage of having Google Earth Pro, using it. We can zoom in and see, is there a gate there? Looks like a cattle guard. And if we go down, this should be fine here. Possibly at this intersection, there might be a gate. Um, Possibly there. It doesn't look like a gate, but maybe. And moving on, I don't see anything else. And all the way down here, this is a public road here. I don't see a gate there either. So what I want to do in this video is I want to, let's make this red again. I want to show how we can route in Gaia and also fix this little section here where we know that there's something there. If we go back to Gaia again, I know that there's something here and we can create a route, this little route, and incorporate it into Basecamp. So we can have the same identical stuff in Basecamp and Gaia, and we can download those maps in Gaia and have them available as a backup. So let's get started with that, okay? Yep. All right, with Gaia, since it, as far as I know, it only has a routing tool, whereas Basecamp has routing and tracking. With tracking, I could plow right through here if I wanted to. Does not matter, does not care. With Gaia, it's going to only allow me to use public roads. And one thing I also want to discuss too is the basic version versus the premium version, which will give you your various overlays. I like using private land, which is a premium version. You can see here the few uh, layers that I can use with premium. There's a lot more in there. But also, let me show you satellite real quick. You just simply click on this button down here and it'll, or you can drag it. And with these layers, you can adjust the detail of it. I can adjust that down. But for this demonstration, I am not going to use satellite. I'm going to use private land and this Gaia topo. I think private land is worth it because it's just, if you're in these remote areas, you're going to be on private land. Now this line here where there's no road, this could very well be a section line. I don't know. Section line is just simply a path that the farmers use, just like a farm access road, basically. And I know that like the structure here, I believe, is an oil field. No, it's not that one. It's over here, right there. That's an oil thingy. But let's begin routing with Gaia. And you just simply choose your route tool. And I'm going to change the title to Gaia, G-A-I-A tutorial. Oh, I spelled it wrong, but oh well, that's fine. And I'm going to change the color too. Let's change it to magenta. Okay, so when you choose the routing tool, your little crosshairs are going to come up. And this will kind of give you a, oopsie. So kind of give you a preview. You just start, I'm just going to start here. And I can use my arrow keys. And I want to go over to here. It should give me kind of like a preview. There it goes. And I'm going to go up here. It should give me another preview of where the route's going to go. And hold it there, give me another preview. Let's zoom into my little finger thingy right there. Give me another preview. And nope, that's not working. That's not working. Why aren't you giving me a preview that I want? There it goes. See if it'll let us go all the way down here. So Gaia for me can be a little clunky, using my arrow keys again. A little clunky. So let's go to here. Arrow over again to here. Okay. I'm going to save that. All right, so now we have that in our list, correct? And what I want to do here now, because I want to export this into Basecamp and also Google Earth Pro. So I'm going to export this as a GPX file, and this will put it into your download folder. So I'm just simply going to restore this down, and I already have Basecamp up here, so I'm going to restore this down. Nope. I'm going to just drag this over. Just, come on, drag it over. What I can do here, I can go to my download folder, click on that, and just simply drag and drop that into Basecamp. It'll take a second. Now I can store that up. So there is our new route. Now you can see here there's going to be a ton of waypoints, which we don't want. We zoom in, it's like super duper busy. I select that. Going to be takes a minute to populate. Yeah, see all these waypoints. Don't want that. That's the advantage of creating a track. We'll do that. Create a track from that. And I'm going to remove this as I've discussed before. Remove, don't delete. Okay, there we go. Now this, I can change the color of this to, change it back to magenta so we can see it clearly. There it is. There's a new route. Now what I can do is, if I have this highlighted, I can go File, Export, Export Selection. It's going to put it into a file that I have created specifically for this, Google Earth Animation. I'm going to save that. Then I can open up Google Earth, and we can go File, Import, and we can look for Gaia tutorial. There it is there. We'll open that up. I want to create KML line strings and adjust altitude to ground height. Now I have a full tutorial on how to do all this, so I will put that in the in the description. Select OK, and there it is. There's our route. Now this looks pretty busy, and what you have to do is simply click on these little triangle thingy dingies here. And if we 1, 2, 3, get rid of those points, bang, there we go. And now what we can also do, I can toggle this on and off. We can select that path and play it and see what it looks like. So let's do that. Let's see what this looks like. And I can adjust the ground height, the view of the ground. And I can also speed it up here. You notice it's not quite on the path. I'm not quite sure why. Where's our path? Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, see, our path is off for whatever reason. Let's leave that on for a second. Let's speed that up a hair. So this is our public roads according to Gaia and Basecamp. Turn that off. It's distracting to me. And this way we can see what it looks like. Let's see if there's any funky gates or water crossings or obstacles or whatever. So just be patient with me for a couple minutes as we watch this go. Maybe I should play a little music. Yeah, that's it. Music. Okay, that's the end of our little route there. And uh, you may think that I'm going to a lot of trouble doing this, but I'm kind of geeking out on this stuff. Uh, when I'm making routes, I have a lot of time to do this. It's kind of a hobby, a passion of mine. And let's change that back to north. And if you're going to take a long trip like I did, I was actually planning on 2 weeks, but ended up being 7 days. You want to take all the precautions you possibly can to find gates and impassable areas, water crossings, that kind of thing. And uh, because when you're on the road, you just want to have it as easy as possible because these roads, these areas out here can get very, very remote. So you don't want to have issues with, like I said, gates, public or private property versus public property, water crossings, whatever. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that was informative. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And like I said, I do have a tutorial. I will leave that in the description, how to do all these things, how to animate, how to make a movie out of this too. So thanks for your attention, and please like and subscribe down below there, yo. Alrighty, thanks. Frostbite out.